What is up everyone, welcome to another video. Welcome to this glorious day in eastern Spain, and today I'm very lucky to be out on the bike, and I'm even luckier to be reviewing and talking about this. This is the TomTom Rider 550, TomTom's top of the line GPS system for bikers. I've been playing around with this now for the last couple weeks, and I can finally bring you a kind of detailed review and talk about the system and really kind of get into the granular parts of it and like consider why you should be picking up one of these as your next GPS system. Let's do it. So for those of you who know me, you'll know that I struggle on a daily basis with getting lost and not finding my way, particularly now that I've moved to Spain. I'm literally riding by myself. I don't have any friends. And you know, Gabby's pregnant and stuff. She's not riding with me, and you know, I haven't really had an opportunity to get out and meet a load of bikers here. So I am kind of exploring by myself and figuring things out by myself, which is awesome. But it does have its downsides, the fact that, you know, you guys know, I do get lost all the time. But that is not the case anymore. No longer will I be lost in the fields of Spain with no petrol station around me, not knowing where to go. And actually now I'll be able to find those amazing, beautiful, twisty roads that I have been looking for the last month, or since I moved here basically. And that is all due to the fact that I now have the TomTom Rider 550. Now this GPS is pretty sweet, and there are several reasons for that I'll go into. Primarily though, it's not just a GPS, and I've always relied on my phone for where I'm going, but that does get a little bit tiresome, and the fact is that your phone is always on, and you know, what happens if it falls off your bike? You know, you're kind of screwed. It has torrential rain, not everyone's phone is waterproof, and what happens if you drop it? You're gonna smash your screen most likely. So for me, I've always kind of gone away from wanting to put my phone on my bike and mount it on my bike. That's where this now comes in. Get off my bike, insects. God. What the hell are they doing there? There's literally like a horde of them on my bike now. God damn. You may be thinking, why would I buy a GPS navigation system over using my smartphone? Yes, this is a GPS system. It performs in a similar function to getting you from A to B than a traditional GPS like Google Maps or something like that on your phone would do. But there's a slight difference. This has been designed by TomTom exclusively for bikers. And that is shown in the fact that this thing now has a bunch of different cool features that you would consider to be pretty nifty if you are a biker. It has a feature where you can actually pre-select amazing riding roads that have been uploaded by TomTom in various places in the world. Basically, you can pre-select those and it will take you onto those proven amazing riding roads.
You will arrive at your destination at 8:41 p.m.
I think a really awesome feature, because a lot of the times when you go to a new location, let's say you're riding in Europe, for example, you probably will know roughly the kind of route to take, but this will ensure that you actually are on the proven road that will give you the best thrill, basically. And I really like that feature. Global maps automatically put onto the system for you. Usually with other systems, you may have to pay for these extra maps, but this already comes with everything pre-installed. So if you are an adventure rider, definitely you should consider something like this. Let's say you're just commuting and you are leaving work. It's a Friday afternoon and you want to have a little thrill on your way home. You want to have a bit of a quirky ride. You don't want to go directly A to B as the crow flies. Now you can actually set it so that the route will actually select the twistiest roads for you, which I think is a really, really cool system. Hit the button, boom, there you go. Straight twisty roads, bit of fun on the way home, and it will plot it for you. It's really, really, really cool. When you are riding along, if it's connected to your phone, you will receive a text message, and your text message will actually be read out to you by the TomTom system. It can actually speak to you what was on your text message, or it will also come up on the screen. Kind of a cool system where if you want to kind of hear an important text message or something like that, you don't miss out on that. The other thing is it will connect to most riding intercom sets as well via Bluetooth. So you can actually connect this to your Bluetooth headset and then to your phone at the same time. Pick up calls from the TomTom. It's all touchscreen. You can hit OK. I think it's a really cool little system. It is also interestingly rotational like a phone. So if you wanted to have it in vertical, you can have it in vertical. If you wanted to have it landscape mode, you could also do that. Seriously, what are all these insects doing on my bike? Go away. Maybe they think it's just a giant orange or something, I don't know. Everything can be used with your gloves. You don't have to take off your gloves in order to use the system. So if you are riding around, as you would be with this kind of GPS, you don't have to stop the bike, take your gloves off in order to change what's going on the screen. In terms of mounting as well, it comes with a ram mount system, which is a very good piece of kit. It is designed for thin handlebars or mirrors. If you are on a sports bike, because there's a lot of objects around the handlebars, I found it a little bit difficult to mount this. What I actually had to do was I actually had to mount it over my steering damper for it to be actually able to be fixed on the bike. That is not a solution that I recommend to everyone, because it does kind of mean that you have to be a little bit careful with this, and I was a bit worried about the mounting ram system, the ram's mount actually damaging the steering damper, but it does mount on there. But what I would recommend if you are on a sport bike is either mounting it, if possible, to your mirror. I couldn't on my RC8 because the mirror leg is a really weird shape, so I couldn't actually get the ram mount around that. But what I would recommend, if you can, is to get a ram mount base plate for your fuel tank. The GPS would essentially sit here. Now, I had a bit of an issue with getting one of these because I'm in Spain. It was a very long time for shipping to get one of these, so I actually didn't go for it. I also couldn't find one as well that could fit the RC8, because the RC8 is just a weird bike in general. A lot of weird different angular bits and pieces and things that just don't really work, that aren't really friendly to these kinds of GPS systems. But what I would suggest if you're on any other kind of sport bike really is to get a ram mount system here. The other option you could do is to get mount as well, which I could get for the RC8, but it would involve removing the whole steering damper system and actually plugging the GPS into this hole here. Because the bike has so much torque, I really didn't want to have to remove the steering damper, but that's what I would recommend. However, if you are on any other bike, like an adventure bike, or if you are on a naked bike that has really thin handlebar mounts, you will absolutely have no problem whatsoever fitting this system onto your bike. Common problem with all manufacturers of GPS systems is getting them to mount on sports bikes. It's just how these bikes are made. They're not designed, in my opinion, to have GPS systems on there. You can make them fit. You just need to think about it when you are purchasing this kit, that you need probably an extra 1 or 2 pieces from Ram to actually get this securely mounted to your bike. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you found it informative. If you want to learn more about the TomTom Rider 550 GPS system, do go check them out. Link is in the description. I hope you have a fantastic day, ride safe, and we'll see you in the next video.